Pastor George Borghardt, and this is another Higher Things video short. The work and the works of God. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. John 6, 3-year lectionary. Last Sunday, what must we do to do the works of God? That's the question asked Jesus after he fed the 5,000, after he skipped across the water in John 6, and before he started talking about people eating his flesh and blood. Real food, real drink. It all begins with what must we do to do the works of God? Jesus' answer directs us away from the law and to the gospel. What must we do to do the works, plural, of God? We're the subject and we're the active worker. What laws must we keep? What works must we do in order to please God? The Lord spins that around and turns it into the gospel. Not the works that we do for God, the work that God does for us. His response, the work of God is this, singular work. The work that he does, the work that he gives, the work that, saves, is to believe that God, in the one whom God has sent. That God has sent his son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem us from the law, to save us from the works that we do. God has sent his son, who kept all the laws of God, did all the works, plural, required of God. And now salvation is found in no one else other than to put your faith, that is, to be faithed, to believe, be believed, to be enlivened to believe in the one that God sent. They come with the question of what they must do. He comes with the answer of what he has done, which is to work faith wherein when he pleases in those who hear the gospel. Those who believe the words and food, bread from heaven. Jesus is the bread of life. Jesus is the bread from heaven. Our forefathers ate manna in the wilderness and they all died. So did their works, plural, with them. He has come to take upon himself our works and to die. And by his death, we are saved. And so the work of God is not that we do something. The work of God is that God does the sending of his son, and that we believe that holy word and lead godly lives here in time and hereafter in eternity. The work of God is that we believe. The work of God that saves is the suffering and death of Jesus, not any merit worthiness in us. And so the business of, you have to believe is lost by Jesus. He throws that away. No, God believes you and you are saved. He works faith in his gifts and you are saved. What must we do to do the works of God? And the answer, the work of God is this, that you believe in the one whom the Father has sent. Works lead to death. Works, law, plural. Work of God, singular, Jesus, life, salvation, heaven. It's as simple as a singular and a plural. Who's the subject? I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this has been another Higher Things video short.